Welcome, OJ Army, to my first ever episode of my newest podcast, Chill Time. I am joined by yo boy. You probably guys know him from a few of my videos that he done editing for me. Yo boy, Ash!
What is up, everyone? Welcome back.
So, in this podcast, we'll be just talking about some basic stuff about what happened throughout our oncoming weeks, or some stuff that actually happened before, or something that just came up to my mind. But anyway, guys, before we start, if you guys want a chance to be featured on the podcast for my next episode, make sure to join my Discord down in the description and type up your username so I can pick any of you random people to join up for the podcast so you can chat with your boy, the President Overlord Jack. But anyway, guys, sit back, grab your popcorn, and let's do this. Well then, so before we get started with further, we gotta have to tell you guys some bad news that happened throughout the week. So if any of you are from Ash's video, hey guys, I am Overlord Jack, and today I want to discuss something that's regarding to my future of my channel and the direction that's going to be happening and what's going on. So I actually let Ash first speak on this, because this is actually the situation that happened to him before. If you guys probably haven't heard, Ash lost his channel due to a community guideline strike.
This was on the 27th of May. That's when I received the community guidelines, right? It was because I was streaming just for 5 minutes. It was stuck on my, so the video's stuck on my channel. I can't find it. It's been permanently deleted. YouTube did this because of during one of these final matches during on the 27th of May. For some reason, YouTube gave me a community guideline strike for copying basically someone's basic stream, or yada yada, something copying a game but showing footage of it without easily giving out, having the access to watch it, to give it live. But somehow many of the other channels were allowed to. That was stupid, but I don't know how I got the copyright strike or community guideline strike, but it was a community guideline strike because I got it says right there on my top left. I don't know if I got, no, I don't have footage because I deleted all my socials, so if there was footage, I would show you what it would look like, but yeah, other than that, it's all gone bad ever since.
But yeah, pretty much Ash cannot get access to his channel anymore, and that's very unfortunate because this is the worst thing that can ever happen to a channel that small, because
yeah, I'm back to one subscriber now.
Yeah,
because I just restarted my channel again.
Because it's pretty much this is pretty much the worst thing that can ever happen, because at this point it's pretty much for us smaller channels trying to get back to the footing that we lost if we got our channels deleted and all that. It's pretty much going to be hard to get our channel back to where they used to be.
Oh, mine will be back in approximately January next year, because I get 500 subscribers from playing one game, live stream it, get help, done. It's simple. I just have to wait till Jan. I have to wait basically over half a month now. I have to wait over 6 months now to I can get my 500 subscribers back if I feel like to stream.
If you feel like streaming.
It's actually easy. It's easy to stream off with only 0 subscribers. Simple.
Yeah, that's simple. What I was about to say. So, but pretty much for a lot of the channels, that is very a huge huge kick in the face, because a lot of people don't actually know this. It's like I said, being for some people it'll be hard to like get back the subscribers that we lost due to it could approximately take years, maybe months, whatever. It depends with luck in general. That is all. Now, with regards to what's going to happen to me and Ash moving forward. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna say like, oh, we're not gonna be, we're going our separate ways. No, I don't want to. Like, bear in mind, Ash has done like so much for me, and I've done like so much for him. Like, I'm the type of guy who obviously wants to support people as hard as they can. If they need to like talk to each other, if anyone wants to like talk to me or anything, I could just like help out, because bear in mind, a lot of people don't actually know this. I don't have like that much friends that like have interest in like YouTube until I met Ash. And Ash has been doing like YouTube for many years, and he had like a lot of experience.
We're in 2023 now, so it's been like 2023 to 2017, around 6 to 7. Yeah, 6 years basically, 6 years.
Around like 6 years of doing YouTube, and don't mind the rain, guys. It's raining outside where I am right now, so but I have to record with my window open so the air doesn't become stinky.
Welcome to the best weather of your life. Even though in England, rain's better than sun. Sun's the worst.
Yeah, facts. So, what I was about to say. Oh, yeah. Now, obviously, going forwards, Ash won't be doing much editing for my videos, at least for a while, until he actually gets most of his like stuff sorted. Like,
exam finish next week. Well, actually Tuesday 20th. I finished school on the 21st, so I got basic 2.5 months off for the next few until I go back to school on the 6th.
Yeah. And except, but that doesn't mean, bear in mind, a lot of people are wondering like, are we going our separate ways? No, that doesn't mean we're doing it. Like, I've enjoyed like being with Ashton. I enjoy like being mostly his friends and like kind of his business partner, not gonna lie. Because we did a podcast together, obviously. He helped around with me a bit of edits. Now, if all of you probably are wondering what's going to be happening with the skits that we have planned, that is never going to, like, that skit, we decided, me and Ash, we agreed that we're going to cancel it due to
It's going to be difficult.
Like, due
If
to...
you want the actual truth, 2 months. We're in the 3rd month now. It was difficult to edit. And plus, with my stupid, laggy laptop, it's so difficult.
Yeah, exactly. And due to my piss poor timing, I wanted to do it doing like where I was like home alone, so I can actually do most of the, like the scenes. Which, first of all, this was poorly planned out for me because I haven't done a script for it, so I had to like improvise out of like what to say and what to not say, and kind of I actually had like a bit of a script for Ash to do, but obviously like things got in the way, and obviously
during my exams, I had exams a week before this, and I knew that there was not going to be enough time to do it.
Yeah, it was not going to be like enough time to do it, and especially when it came to me with like May, I also had like summer exams out of the way, like on the way, so I had to like basically we need to actually discuss something that actually happened between us that kind of a bit of a short-term drama that happened by accident. So basically, what happened is that during the day when I was at school, Ash sent out me like a committee post regarding to about himself and what's happening with the video, and Now, bear in mind, during the yesterday, before that day, yesterday, I've wanted to discuss to Ash that for May, I wanted to like take like a month break for like all my editors, like MS and Ash and you as well.
I actually did. Now back after a month, and at the moment, my channel's been deleted, and I don't care.
And yeah, pretty much that. And what exactly happened is that now I wanted to discuss about Ash that that I'm taking Ash, so I'm taking a break for this month. So any like projects that I send you, you can like work on this in the meantime.
Perfect. Any Roblox content, we need to know if we still don't know. We still don't know if, because I haven't actually edited in a bit. We still don't know if his channel is basically Roblox now, or
if my channel's basically just Roblox now, which
we just don't,
we don't know. And what basically happened is that right after I got to school, bro, I panicked because you thought, man, that I wanted to fire you.
Not really, not really, not really.
No,
Not really.
I did not want to do that. So
what I did is when you sent me the video, I was going to do it, and then basically powered off my laptop, and then waited a day. I'd say it took me. So when I got the video, I was on my second hour, and then I just gave up. I was on my second hour, and I just gave up. I was working on it 100%. I was just because when I do editing, I figure out strategies to know when to put stuff in and stuff, and put some stuff out. Because in live editing, you know thumbnails are the ones what give you more views because you want a perfect thumbnail. But editing is also, because if you just do a better thumbnail and do worse editing, then you basically you just basically clickbaited everyone. So simple.
Exactly. And sometimes it's either just both good editing. You need like basically for like I know for like YouTube case, I know the strategy for like YouTube. Basically for like YouTube, you need to like first of all have good editing, good thumbnail, actually do something that you can stand out in front of the algorithm.
Try YouTube Shorts.
I never actually try to do shorts.
It got me up to 10k views, not bad.
Which I hope that, but I need to actually start doing shorts because this is
1%, that is 1% of 10 mil, because of you need between 10 million views or 4,000 watch hours. So I had 10,000 views and I needed up to 990,000 more, so I was just only 1%. 9,900,000, 99,000. I was just 1%.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so basically what happened then is I had to make a committee post out of panic because this man because this man blocked me right after and left.
Blocked you because this work was going to be and because I had to block you because I didn't want to have any messages spam too many times on this project. That it was going to take ages. It was going to be difficult to solve.
And the reason, all right, so that's the reason. And then the reason then I did say is that then I went and typed up the community post and say like, okay, Ash, like I'm sorry, man, and the reason why I wanted to talk to you was I'm taking a break for that month, and yeah.
I did respond to those.
So we managed to get back.
You know the videos you put up. You know those videos you put up before you needed a new editor. You know those videos you put up from because I haven't basically gave you the full edited video. Yeah, those videos you put up. Those ones talking about news about where I am, yada yada. I basically had to skip because it was 5 o'clock. I had to skip segments so I don't hit anything based on me. So basically I didn't want to get panicked at any point.
Yeah, so basically that what happened, but then like we got it sorted out and we're back to being best friends.
Hold on. I think we forgot to put a like goal up.
like goal up.
Yeah, like goal. We need
If-
5 likes. If we don't hit 5 likes, I will not be continuing YouTube for another 2 years, and I will also be stop editing for a whole 2 years even, because there's no point. There's no point of doing anything at this point. I have approximately 2 years anyway until I'm 18. So I'm a year and a half till I'm 18. So I got basically a whole year and half of education left until I can decide whether to quit and not get my results or just do anything. But we want 5 likes. 5 likes minimum, because at the most recently his videos have been getting like only up to 40 to 30 views, and still giving it's that much views, still not getting a lot of likes. It's just why we want 5 likes on this podcast.
So we want 5 likes. If this video gets to 5 likes on the podcast,
first episode, 5 likes, done.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what's going to be happening now? All right, okay, so a lot of people want to know what's going to be happening with me with my content coming forward. To be honest,
it's going to be the most common. Roblox.
To be fair, all right. To be fair though, Roblox. I'm going to be doing mostly Roblox content on this channel. I wish I didn't have to like do this, but this is kind of a district measure that I have to like do for the future of my channel, because like there's like no other content that I can do that will kind of be interesting for people to watch outside. Apart from Rocket League. If I have that on PC, then I would have played it.
Fortnite season.
Fortnite season, obviously.
I'm not playing that game.
But regardless, that's my content moving forward will be strictly based Roblox. But obviously, regards to like my future of like this whole channel, there will be like now. Some people actually want to know this, but we don't know, like, possibly, like, if my channel, like, does not, like, do well post before I finish, like, school, all that, then I'm obviously going to be moving on to, like, other things outside of, like, YouTube. I wish I didn't want to do this, but
wherever you do Twitch,
like, I'm not going to Twitch. I'm not going to Twitch. I know what's happening on Twitch, and I'm not doing it.
Better, Kick's better. You can do anything on there. You can do anything. You won't even get your channel terminated or anything. It's basically a free website.
Exactly.
Basically like Mixer, but got removed.
Yeah, basically Mixer that got removed. Now, obviously, that's what's going to be happening for my future. If not, like,
Kick's actually a good shout, because the only thing to record is you need just OBS. That's the only thing you need to record. It's sad that it has to be OBS, but still.
I mean, OBS is pretty much the #1 recording software on PC, so
that's why Kick's done that.
So suck it, Streamlabs.
Say, if you get 100 followers, you somehow get the verified ticket automatically.
What? Wow.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Let's just push all your YouTube all your YouTube subscribers onto Kick. There you go. You got your verified ticket automatically. Sorted.
Yep, exactly.
And Ninja's moved to Kick just since yesterday. So yeah, best shot starting.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna be happening on my channel. It's basically mainly just gonna be Roblox content and what else? And basically, if you guys are probably wondering, is Ash going to be still editing videos for you? Alright, so, to be fair, like, after what happened, Ash is probably going to be a bit of a taking a break from, like, YouTube, all that, social media. So there'll be, like, kind of bit of a downtime with regards to editing. There is something that we discussed that with Ash, we're going to be doing, he's gonna like edit like 2 more videos for me. No skits. They're not skits. No skits.
Do you have another editor by any chance?
I don't.
You don't. Oh, if you did, let them do the skits. I'll do the recorded videos. I'll just do the videos.
Do the videos, all that. If you guys wondering about the skits in the meantime will be done by me. To like.
They're just postponed right now. They're just pushed. They're just
like
cute.
I'm just gonna be doing like skits on my own because obviously I have my own editing software, and it'll be
Actually,
like,
if you do
do-
skits on your own, that's actually the best chance because loads of people just do solo skits and still get views. It's actually a good shout.
so yeah, basically, they'll probably will be not that long skits because I don't have plans to like making like longer skits than like
Short skips. YouTube short skits. That's sorted. That's actually sorted.
the shorter skips, all that. With regards to gameplay of,
Gameplay's just gonna be sorted.
with regards to gameplay of, Ash is like, what I was about to say. With regards to like gameplay videos, who's gonna be like editing the videos, all that's coming in the future. I'm hoping that you, Ash, can still edit videos from me and like edit like gameplay videos, just like gameplay videos, no skits at this point.
Know how to actually download videos or like memes basically onto your it, so that's a good shout right now. Been doing that on my channel for deletion.
Yeah, like everything will be like good or coming there. All right, you can like stop now for your part.
Alright, good.
Well then, so now discussions throughout upcoming weeks. Summertime, boys, has finally kicked in, guys. For if you guys are from Ireland, happy summertime for all of you 18, 16-year-olds in the secondary school in Ireland. Happy summer, guys.
For you in England and based anywhere in the UK, you've got to wait another month. So enjoy.
So enjoy, guys.
Another month, unless your name is me. I only have 2 weeks and I've finished. Done.
Yeah, if you're extremely lucky.
Exams are so quick. They've been easy. I'll tell you something. Even though on GCSEs it's saying that some of the GCSEs are saying from some of the subjects saying that the subjects are difficult. Some of them like science is just basic maths and all sorts of stuff have just been like difficult for some people. Even though it's been so easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been. Well, for me, it was easy. Bear in mind, the summer tests that I got were just like normal tests. For like next year, when it comes to like next year, bro, I'm gonna have. But for this month right now, I probably I should have been like for next month, for like next month, next year, for this month, next year, I'm gonna be at school, doing my exam for 2 hours.
Got an exam for 2 hours.
Yep, that's for next year.
I already had my 2 history exams with those 2 hours, so I'm fine.
So yeah, I don't know if I'll be kind of looking forward to that, but
One of them was Germany and the interwar years. We were fine. We were so fine. It was easy as hell.
yep,
Lucky thing is, it wasn't from World War II. It was from 1929 all the way to 1944 or 39. Yeah.
oh, we're getting some history lesson there. Oh, we're getting Professor Ash. What are you going to teach us about history today?
We're going to say that in 1923 was the start of the Great Depression. That was Germany, because of after World War I, Germany had to go on strike straight into no money. So what they did is they done China's tactic of printing money. Basically, starting off this, if you just print out, let's say, 100 mil, that will cost you nothing. You don't get anything from 100 mil. It's 1 trillion, 1 billion. That is basically a price for a loaf of bread.
Wow.
So basically, they just gave the money to the kids to just stack them up because then if it was useless. They had no money, they had nothing. That's what the Great Depression was. Until the US also had the Great Depression. That was also the same time in about from colour even. It's basic colour basically being black and white because of the stupid racism facts until Martin Luther King. And then, what else? Then World War II.
Yep, exactly.
Hitler. So basically, 1923 all the way to 1939 was basically Hitler trying to do stuff like the knife along.
All right. We're not gonna discuss about this. So we don't get age restricted. YouTube, please don't do this. But also, guys, in other news, guys, if you guys have watched, bro, all right. Let me actually discuss about what actually happened for like the upcoming weeks, throughout past weeks, because I haven't doing my break, bro. I feel so bad. If you guys have heard in like the past week, bro. First of all I want to say is, fuck Activision, fuck them, fuck them. If you guys have know what happened.
Okay. I'm happy we done one recording of Call of Duty. That's one of the things sorted.
Basically, what happened, guys? If you guys know, for the oncoming past weeks, Activision has sent out first a cease and desist letter for SM2. If you guys don't know what SM2 is, it's basically it was supposed to be a community, Call of Duty community client that basically combined everything from every single COD game into one singular game. And they just got a cease and desist letter from Activision. Bro, the reason why they did this is two reasons. There are merely two reasons. One was because, according to what we knew, what SM2 tweeted out on their blog post, is that they wanted to switch from the IW4X engine, which is the original Modern Warfare 2 engine, to the H1 engine, which is the engine that Modern Warfare Remastered used for that game. And what basically they set out is that if that they said that you don't need it MWR in order to play IW4 SM2, because you have you just needed Modern Warfare 2 and that's it. And you didn't need it to get Modern Warfare NWR to play it. You can just have NW2 and that's it. Which that created a piracy, which basically, I understand for Activision case, because what SM2 was doing, they basically were pirating the game, because you didn't need it one particular game in order to play that. So then what happened is that was one of the main reasons why they could have had sent out a cease and desist letter to SM2 because of that, or the second reason is that they just didn't care. Or they just wanted to the reason why they did it is because they wanted to get something ready for a celebration for Call of Duty or whatever. Screw it, screw MW free. If you guys are getting MW free for this year, the newest one, bro, please don't talk to me, because do you know what Activision is doing? These guys don't care. They only care about your wallet. They legit are so greedy that, according to what I know, in the bundles, if you have low amounts of COD points, they basically give you a free discount anytime. But if you have more COD points, then let's just say you're filthy rich, you're not getting any discounts. So yeah, that's the main reason. Or the second reason is that they just don't care.
Yeah.
But that isn't all. They then later send out a cease and desist letter to XLabs, which was a client that was helping preserve all their COD games.
Thank you for ruining Activision's life. Thank you for Activision for ruining everything, actually.
Ruining everything. Bear in mind, you cannot. If you guys want to try to boot up the original, you want to boot up the original Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 or Modern Warfare 2, you can't, because it's just filled with hackers. And what could happen is that one game can screw you over, because the hacker could just hack into your PC, install malware on you, or launch a DDoS attack and have your internet be down until the attack is stopped. And basically, it can screw you over. These games, these clients, were meant to preserve all their titles, because Activision cannot be bothered to sort this out, to at least preserve all their titles to be actually played. To be actually played by people. People cannot play the original titles because they don't want to get hacked. This is the reason why I stopped playing Black Ops 3. Bear in mind, the boy client, which is the BO3 community client, which was supposed to preserve, actually fix all the issue that Black Ops 3 was facing on PC, and have people get all the weapons, all the rings, all the gobblegums, whatever. All of that was gone. And actually also have access to a Steam Workshop, which basically a lot of people were talking about, oh, Black Ops 3 can't make a client because of the Steam Workshop. That client was able to actually make so that Steam Workshop was operational. But now it's gone. The client's gone. And now we cannot play the older titles anymore. All thanks to Activision for screwing us. Fuck you guys. First of all, fuck you guys. Also guys, if you guys, bro, all I want to say is that, bro, I am so hyped. So over 2 days ago, let's say 2 days, 4 days ago, I went to see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, guys. Oh my god, I'm not gonna spoil anything because I want you guys to see it for yourself, but oh my god, this was one of the best part oneers I ever seen. Now obviously that film is split into 2 parts. If you guys actually knew about the announcement way back when, and if the sequel for the Into the Spider-Verse was announced, it was split it into 2 parts, and it was supposed to be for this year. The part 2 was actually supposed to come out for this year, and part 2 was supposed to be last year, but they delayed it for 1 additional year. So what's going to be happening is that next year, the Beyond the Spider-Verse is going to be coming out March for next year. And yeah, all I can say is I'm hyped to actually see it. And oh my god, guys, let me just say that if you guys have watched the PlayStation Showcase, bro, oh my god, bro, the Spider-Man 2 trailer, oh my god, the Spider-Man 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2 trailer, oh my god.
The last trailer on the PlayStation.
The last trailer for the PlayStation Showcase, and they went out with a bang. Bro, Craven is coming. Bro, Venom is 100% coming. Bro, Peter's gonna have the black suit. We can switch to Miles. We can play as Miles, whatever. Oh my god, it's just.
They showed 20 minutes. They showed basically a whole level.
20 minutes of goodness. Bro, 20 minutes of goodness. But definitely, bro, the story, gameplay, everything, 10 out of 10 game of the year, 100%. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. And then they revealed the date for it, and pretty much they're so confident. It's coming at October 12th this year.
Yeah, that's the day after my birthday.
And it's coming during the Friday.
My birthday's being on a Thursday.
Which bro, it's so funny because on that Friday I'm gonna be at work.
I'll still be at school. Stressed.
Yep, straight off. I'm gonna be a part-time job, bro. On Friday, bro. On that Friday, I'm gonna be on my part-time job. That'll be so brutal, bro. Next week, the pre-orders are gonna be up. We're actually planning. I'm actually planning secretly on getting the collector's edition of the game.
That's a good idea.
Because I'm actually now a lot of people wonder about the collector's edition. Because actually, there's some people that actually are criticizing the collector's edition because I understand like that collector's edition obviously has the display case, but doesn't have like obviously the disc coming from like from the case. So basically, what is happening is that there's no case. Like there's like it only has the case, but it has no disc, and only has is the code to the digital deluxe edition, and only has the statue. And obviously, if you pre-order it, you get access to the pre-order items, which are very, very interesting, to say the least. But also for like the Summer Game Fest, I was kind of disappointed with one particular company for the Summer Game Fest, and that regards is regards to Techland, bro. Like we were so hyped. If you guys are from the Dying Light 2 community, I applaud you guys. Bro, I feel bad for you guys because all they did was they had like a 30-second ad. We're just saying, look at.
Everyone didn't want to see it. Everyone didn't want to see it.
Anyone didn't want to see it because
if you got onto Mr. T Lexify, everyone was didn't want to see this at all.
Didn't want to see this at all because it's such a bad. It was nothing. They haven't revealed nothing about it, bro. The guy who actually was one of the I believe one of the community managers, I believe, actually said that for this month we'll be revealing some things coming up to the new update for this month, new night overhaul, and new collaboration in regards to the second DLC. Bro, give us the release date. Show us something. Bro, show us something. What's gonna be happening this month? I get it. We have
out at the same date as GTA 6 will be out. 2026. There's your answer.
Bro, reveal something for this month. Reveal something for this month. I'm coming to the night overhaul update for this month.
It would definitely be a 2024 release.
But obviously the DLC 2, right after they said they're gonna be delaying it for next year. Like it has to be a delay. Like I understand. Techland, bear in mind. I know Techland. Techland is one of these gaming companies that for the longest time they had like huge reputation of like listening to the community, supporting their games even after launch. When most companies just release like, let's say 2 or 4 DLCs and just move on to their next upcoming title. But not Techland. Techland, what they did with Dying Light 1 showed them that they're different people. Now I get it, they're like a Polish developer group, so obviously like I know from like a lot of Polish like companies, gaming companies, like they support games like after launch. They like release more DLCs for the game and don't let the game like die out a bit, and then like eventually they move on to like their next upcoming title, which approximately like 4 to 5 years, depends on how long they wanted to do it. But like for Dying Light 2 case, it's going to take a while before, bear in mind, Dying Light 2 will be at the good shape as it was back in 1. Like, if you guys know 1 was amazing. But, like, it's going to take a while before we can see, like, Dying Light 2 had the same success as 1. But obviously, I understand we're, like, they wanted to delay the DLC for like for next year because obviously it's the best option to let them focus on improving the game first before releasing the DLC. Bear in mind, thank God they actually did this before releasing anything in regards to the second DLC, because if you guys know, Bloody Ties was delayed twice. The game was that DLC was delayed twice. Once because obviously that was before it was revealed. The second delay was during its release, during everything when they started pumping out trailers for it. That was it. They straight up delayed it, and the DLC kind of sucked. Kind of sucked because obviously we know that pretty much like if you guys. Let me tell you guys like a history of Dying Light 1. what was in Dying Light 1, the first DLC ever was obviously the Bullseye Horde, which was basically like a challenge type game mode, which you had to like survive until the end, and then if you have like a buddy, all that. If you're playing with like co-op, there's an additional ending that you can do. Basically, you can like kill your teammates at the end, get some reward. But the reward are, you can basically get like golden like tokens, which you can redeem for like gold items, which are kind of OP, which were good stat weapons, kind of better than the orange weapons. But this obviously with the second DLC, I liked the second DLC, because bear in mind, that was the first DLC. The Bullseye Horde was the first ever DLC for Dying Light 1. Not the following. Read the Wikipedia page. There is multiple year gap between the following and Bullseye Horde. That DLC was one of the first. And obviously Belated Ties is the first DLC for Dying Light 2. So I don't know why people are complaining about this. I don't know why people are complaining about this DLC. Because you guys need to remember, that DLC that I discussed, that was the first DLC for the first game. Not the following. It was never the following. Yeah, obviously that. But yeah, so I just cannot wait. Like, obviously, like, I can't wait until like what they reveal something for like December, all that, when we're gonna start revealing about the DLC. Well then, what else? Also for like the showcase, all that, for the PlayStation showcase, bro. You know what's so funny? I actually looked at like the showcase. I actually laughed at the showcase. Is the PlayStation with like PlayStation are actually making like a Switch type version, like actually making a controller that's basically focuses like the Switch. It depends. We have to wait and see until it releases or coming weeks to what's gonna be. Is it gonna be like the oh my god, we don't talk about the Wii U. Oh my god, the Wii U. If it's gonna be like the Wii U, oh my god, it's just gonna be so funny. I don't know if some of you actually remember the Wii U. I applaud you if you do remember, because that was one of the Nintendo's worst consoles ever. Or is it
only 5 years? Only last 5 years. Been released ever since 2012. Black Ops 2. But didn't actually have a lot of games until 2013.
Exactly. And it was kind of garbage. Because first of all,
it was the first ever new console before PlayStation 4 and Xbox One came out. That was strange why it came out a year early for some reason.
I don't know, like, that was kind of strange why they bothered releasing it like 1 year early. Before like Xbox and PlayStation actually bothered releasing when they released their consoles.
That's why Black Ops 2's on there. That's why Black Ops 2 is on the Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah, and pretty much bear in mind, the games.
Like Call of Duty Ghost is on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, exactly. And let's just say that console didn't succeed for Nintendo. Because first of all, there's multiple reasons why it failed. The storage, the gigabytes on the console storage was so low. Compared to, it was basically like the Wii. It was basically the Wii. It was basically like it. A lot of people were asking, "Is this the Wii?" And you're trying to explain it's the Wii U. It's the new console.
As an example, with the original Wii, 2005, you had GameCube games were allowed to play in it. In Wii U, you're allowed to play just the original Wii games on it. Nintendo Switch, it's just basically now like an iPad, but you don't put Wii U games in it. It's just
you don't play the Wii games. And if you have like, there is like obviously the there's actually a first game collection for like the Nintendo Switch. There's actually a games collection for the Nintendo Switch that basically features like all of the classic games on that system
Yeah.
that you can get.
Without needing
But
to use a Nintendo 64, a Nintendo something. I forgot the other ones. Yeah, there's like a basic. You can play those games on Switch without using the controls.
yeah, exactly. But
Minus
not,
in the Wii and Wii U
but
games.
not to mention the Wii U. Oh, so first of all, you couldn't take the Wii U with you anywhere.
Yeah.
You needed to be
Switch, though.
you needed to be close to the system in order to play it. And that it's so bad is that if you're playing with a buddy, bro, they are getting the luxury, bro. They're playing on the screen. Meanwhile, you're just playing on the gamepad,
Yeah.
which was so bad. The
But the Wii
gamepad.
U, but the Switch is better because you can just do it. You can play it anywhere.
You could just play it anywhere, bro. Bro. The Wii U was Nintendo knew the Wii U was going to be a colossal failure.
It's just basically a Wii, but with a. The only extension is they just give you the basic Wii U keypad, and that's it. Done.
And like access to HD and allowing games to play on run a HD, which for back when it was released, it was kind of good. Like I mean, like playing the games on HD back then was, I mean, it was fair. Like it was revolutionary because you can play the games actually were astonishing. But aside of that, like no one bothered to like get the Wii U. Now, bear in mind, the Wii U only the console failed, but the games that were on the Wii U, bro, they were so amazing. The games that were on there, it's such a shame that those games were on a system that complete sucked. And that it was so expensive that if you bothered to actually decided to rage at a game and decided to smash the Wii U in half, well, let's just say you're gonna be spending so much money on trying to get a replacement because it was that bad. But obviously, then Nintendo licked their wounds and came back with the Switch,
Yep.
which
It's still here to this day because for some reason, Nintendo just wanted to make it into two versions.
to make it two version.
Made it light and the OLED version. The light being
What?
with controls just as basically a normal game without removing the control stick control
Removing the
sticks and
joysticks.
basically the wider screen version.
It's just a wider screen version. But Nintendo just cannot be bothered to make a Switch. They need to make this new Switch that can run. Legit, focus on what the Steam Deck is doing. That's why the reason why the Steam Deck succeeded is because the Steam Deck is just a better Switch.
A Wii U. Basically a Wii U and a Switch.
That's it. It's basically so much better than the Switch because it can actually run games on 60 FPS,
The next
4K.
thing Nintendo's going to use, they're going to go and get a VR headset. That's their next step. That's what they're doing.
Wait, what? A VR headset?
They're going to do that. They're going to 100%. If they do that, that's basically the next level technology sorted for them.
Bro, like, this is so funny. And they need, like I'm saying, they need to focus on making a Switch that can actually run games at 60 FPS, 4K, HDMI.
OLED is their newest model, though. The OLED is their newest Switch. That's basically their most current Switch out there right now.
But they can't. But that Switch can't run games on 60 FPS, 4K. It still doesn't have. Basically, it still cannot run games on 4K or 60 FPS. And they're releasing, and they're putting up Tears of the Kingdom for 60 euros, 70 euros. Or whatever, like, how much is it for pounds? I haven't checked.
Would be, so in America it would have been what, £1? It would be an extra $1.02. So in euros it would be €1.44 up a bit. So we would be lowered by about under £1. Will be under €1 basically. So it'd be how much did you say the game was costing in euros?
It's basically it was costing approximately, from what I know, €70.
It'll be 60. It'll be £60. £6 for £9. £59.99.
That's still expensive when it comes to pounds.
With £10 down. Like as an example, the new Apple, the new Apple bloody VR. It's $3,500 in the US. It's 34 in the UK.
Bro, when it comes to pounds, bro, you guys are getting lucky. But it's still like, I don't know if pounds is expensive or cheap.
It's now cheap. It was expensive back then, but now it's cheap. It's going down.
But yeah, now we just have to wait and see if that PlayStation controller that they showed at the showcase will be like the Nintendo Switch. That we can basically take our PlayStation 5 games.
No, wait a minute. The new PlayStation Switch looks like one of those stupid prediction controllers.
Oh my god,
on YouTube.
Bro! Like this stupid predictions. Oh my god.
Looks like that, but now it's actually real. They basically got the prediction correct, but it's actually going to be a PlayStation Switch.
Bro, it's so funny. Oh my god.
Everyone would be like, why are PlayStation doing that? They basically, wait a minute, they just done a PlayStation OLED Switch. It's basically twice the screen.
Twice the screen, and let's hope that they actually bother to actually make it so that games can actually run 60 FPS and 4K. I just don't know. Like, I don't know why they're doing it, but like, money. But also, guys, there's also another thing I'm actually looking forward to is that, bro, I wonder how the Resident Evil 4 remake is gonna be like on the VR, man. It's gonna be exclusive to the PlayStation 2 VR, but it's basically gonna be like the Resident Evil 4 VR, the original Resident Evil 4 VR, but remaked into PlayStation 2 VR. With basically like you can be Leon S. Kennedy, you can basically like parry using your knife, you can shoot, you can basically like you can John Wick your way through the entire game. You could just be John Wick yourself.
Yeah, John Wick. Yeah, 100%.
I actually, there's one gun in like John Wick. If you guys have saw the John Wick 4, bro, oh my god. When I checked, there's legit a John Wick 4 pistol made in airsoft. But oh my god, that is the details, man, bro. The details on it is just crisp. It's basically just like the same pistol as John Wick 4.
Got another showcase up tomorrow.
Let's just also, guys. I don't know why I'm saying also all that, but I'm saying this. I've been saying this like a dozen times, like this. So we'll just I cannot wait to see how the Resident Evil 4 remake is gonna be like on the VR. According to what they showed in trailers, it's supposed to be awesome. We'll just have to wait and see. The one showcase that I am looking forward to is hopefully Capcom releases on their like Capcom like showcase. They reveal some details for the Resident Evil 4 remakes Separate Ways DLC.
Plants vs Zombies 3 confirmed.
Yep. If you guys don't actually know of what Separate Ways is, it's basically it was the DLC that came out right after the original Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube. It came out during the PlayStation 2 version of Resident Evil 4, and basically what that DLC is basically you play as this character Ada Wong, and you basically play the whole entire game from her perspective. It was one of the best It was kind of one of the best DLCs ever for Resident Evil 4, because you legit play as the bitch in the red dress. It's just so fun. It's so fun. Not to mention they also had not to mention also Mercenaries, I believe, came out with that. Also, they also need to like reveal with, I know with Separate Ways would be coming, and for like, let's just hope they actually release like some details about Separate Ways and the Mercenaries expansion, because according to a lot of, if you guys know this, if you guys actually read around the internet for Resident Evil stuff, you guys know some people actually managed to get down to like the database and like leak some stuff with regards to the Separate Ways DLC and Mercenary expansion, which the Mercenary expansion is supposed to add some leftover stuff that wasn't added in the original Mercenaries update for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Basically add Ada, Wesker, the new map, and some alternative costumes for Leon and Ada. So, let's hope in 2 days' time they actually reveal something for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Hopefully they do. Well then, what else?
This event at the at the Summerfest was basically the new Sonic game. Everyone was looking forward for this.
Oh yeah, the new Sonic game, bro.
It's coming out fall. It's coming out fall of 2023. It's basically this. It's gonna. If it predicts.
Like with fall. Bear in mind.
It comes out on the 7th of November. That's basically one day, a day behind Sonic Frontiers. This is gonna be so strictly stupid because it's a new 2D Sonic game. It's a new 2D Sonic game.
Yeah, but it's just like improved.
It's basically. This is the next 2D Sonic game. So on June 23rd, we have Sonic Origins.
Sonic Origins Plus, which is supposed to be a new DLC. Basically adds two new one character, Amy, into the original games, and have the 12 of the Game Master games into it.
And that will be happening on the anniversary.
On the anniversary of basically Sonic. Which also, there will be a new update for Sonic Frontiers. According to the roadmap. But the fall, that actually makes me so mad, is that, bear in mind, with the new Sonic game, they haven't revealed nothing. Bro, Insomniac legit, these guys actually revealed the date for Spider-Man 2, but for Sonic case, it's said to come in fall.
So the reason why they're doing this is, let's say about the game Sonic Frontiers. Everyone predicted the game was going to be called Sonic Sap or Sonic Rangers because of the logo of it, and people were predicting it. We knew that the game was going to be coming out so late. The thing was, Sonic Central was supposed to be on that date because Sonic Central was out on the 7th last year, and when the showcase came out, it was on the 7th this year. So basically, they've pushed the game out. So it was confirmed already because they put it on their YouTube channel automatically. So Sonic Central has been pushed, 100%. So we know that the game's coming out soon. It might be people are predicting it's Sonic 4. People are saying it's Sonic 4 for some reason.
Sonic 4, bro. Like...
It's Sonic 4, but it's probably the 3rd episode. But it's
the 3rd episode.
It's Sonic Superstars. Why is it called that? Is it because of 2010? Star Racing? Is it because of All Star? Now it's going to be called Superstar, and it's basically going to be it's Super Mario Brothers. You know it's confirmed it's Super Mario Brothers because look, it's 4 characters. It's 100% Super Mario.
Yes, exactly. It's basically just going to be like this Mario Brothers like a type game, but like obviously, 100%. No, obviously I know.
Also got Sniper, but I forgot what his actual name was called. The one at the background, you know the.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that guy. I think I actually know his name. I totally forgot about it.
Because I know his name was supposed to be called Sniper before Sega changed it.
Yeah, all that.
And for some reason, yeah, What else? What else? What else? Based on the game. Yeah,
Like,
it's coming out full.
like
Because
for Frontiers, bear in mind, if you guys remember, Frontiers was obviously like they confirmed that it's going to be holiday of last year. They 100% confirmed that, which obviously I know like they had to say that because obviously like they couldn't delay was never an option because bear in mind that's a lot of companies do that. Like pushing games to fall is like the best strategy to like earn more money
yeah. Bad
because
news is it's not going to win Game of the Year though because enough is at the end of near the end of the year, basically a month.
yes,
Before.
but depends.
That's why Sega has a strategy. That's why they release two games. They release a average 2D or something game, and then they'll put the final event around the fall or holiday. That's what their plan is.
That's the strategy, and
It's
that's
like Sonic Mania and Sonic Frontiers back in 2017.
you mean Forces? You mean Forces?
Forces failed immediately.
Forces failed immediately because it was so pushed, and not to mention this story was garbage. That story still had the two useless writers. Now I'm so glad they're done. I'm glad that Ian Flynn was taking position as the lead writer for Frontiers
Now
because
doing Sonic Prime and now Sonic. What's basically
this man, legit. A lot of people who actually know this, Ian Flynn was so much like okay, no offense, like okay, you might criticize like Sonic stories, all that they're not gonna get like good writers, all that, and like obviously you might criticize Ian Flynn's work because obviously he's not perfect like half the time, but he's so much better than what we had before. Bear in mind, post 2010s was the worst time for Sonic stories because Sega hired two useless writers who had no idea about Sonic, had no clue about the franchise, know nothing. So they had no clue what they were doing, and Sega still kept them until Frontiers.
They got new voice actors apart from Eggman, who kept. For some reason they kept I forgot his name, but he's been there ever since 2003.
I don't
Mike
actually.
Pullock. They kept Mike Pullock for some reason. He's probably because he was the best voice actor out of the whole of the Sonic voice actors. Yeah, all their contracts got terminated, and for some reason they got new replacements. Eggman got kept.
Yeah, like obviously doing like before 2010s, Sega had like the contract with the basically 4Kids cast. Basically,
Say rest in peace, all the actors before 4Kids actually terminated all their contracts.
yeah, before they terminate all the contracts.
Including the main man.
Exactly. Now, if some of you actually don't remember or you're just too young, what I'm basically talking about is that 4Kids had a Sonic TV show, Sonic X, and
One thing is, why did they? Okay, so the thing is, why did they make a third series? And it should have ended on a cliffhanger in season 2, 100%.
I don't know why, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I have, but I only got up to episode 14 in season 1.
Yeah.
Netflix. It's on Netflix. Only series 1 to 2 is on Netflix.
What?
Series 3 is not on Netflix because of this part of it wouldn't not counted as a continuous on Sonic X because season 3 was supposed to not happen, but season 3 happened because of America and France loved it so much that they wanted to make a third series on it. They did. They persuade them to. Japan did not get the episodes until 2020. Sorted.
Bruh, oh my god.
Yeah, I've done loads of research. I don't care right now.
Yeah, I wish I actually done some research about it. So basically, so Sega made a contract with the 4Kids of basically everyone who voiced all the characters in Sonic X.
Ryan was supposed to be in Sonic X, but had to be 100% denied. Sega agreed. I tell you, Sega agreed. They couldn't like fully accept it because they had to. Because Ryan Drummond, who was the actual voice actor from 1997 all the way to 2003, because 2003 was the last time we heard these voice actors. because it's Sonic Heroes, but still, Ryan Drummond was
Yes.
supposed to be in Sonic X, but the problem why he couldn't is because Four Kids was in the was in Hollywood or wherever it was at that time.
Yeah.
Ryan was not there at that time, so 100% he had to get 100%. His contract got terminated immediately.
Wow.
He was the first one to get their contract terminated.
Yeah.
Because of he wasn't in Hollywood or wherever it was at that time. He wasn't in that location at that time. If he was there at that time, Ryan Drummond would still be voicing Sonic until 2010.
Until 2010, before Roger Craig Smith took his place.
Yeah,
But
100%. We would have still had Ryan Drummond to this day. And I tell you, Ryan Drummond would have still secured the bag, 100%.
would have still secured the bag. But then what basically happened is that Four Kids made the contract, and basically everyone who voiced all the characters in Sonic X were voicing Sonic, basically voicing all the characters in oncoming games, in all the games until
It was okay. It was still okay.
until 2010, which basically all the actors were changed except for Eggman, like we talked about. So basically,
Change happened before Sonic Colors. So anyone from 2010 on All Star Racing, that was their last ever game, 100%.
That was
in 2010. But
with Sonic and All Stars Racing, didn't have like proper voice acting. They basically had like clips from different Sonic games, so that doesn't count.
At that point. They still had, as the thingy, their names still marked as the characters, but for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we pretty much know the whole story. These guys, and obviously Jason Griffin, my man as Sonic, and also Shadow. I actually noticed that. I did research. He actually voiced Shadow. He voiced like Sonic and Shadow.
Ryan also did that before replacement.
Which, honestly, everyone in like the Four Kids were like amazing actors.
They could have just downgraded Jason and just made him do Shadow. They could have just downgraded him, 100%.
But all I can say, Jason, man, did an amazing job like as Sonic.
We had because there were two good potentials. We could have kept Ryan Drummond, but then Jason Griffin's basically a good choice. Even he was basically going to be backup. He was the backup choice.
Yeah.
Point.
And pretty much, but a lot of the half of the time, like that era, like post 2010s, like there was some good. Like the voice acting was amazing. It's such a shame because the Dark Age era Sonic could have never happened. It could have been something else. Like could have been the best era for Sonic if Sonic if Sonic 06.
You go, perfect timing.
If Sonic 06 had more time in the oven, if Sega didn't separated the teams to work on Sonic 06 and Sonic and the Secret Rings, actually had everyone work on it, and if the lead director haven't left a Sonic team, if the game wasn't pushed to like the launch of the PlayStation 3, if it was given more time in the oven, Sonic 06 would have been the best game ever. And
Sonic 06, so basically, Sonic Heroes we know about was ended in 2003. So I think, after that, it had to be Sonic 06 to be the next main game.
Yes, Sonic 06 was the main game, but obviously we know what happened. Sega didn't delay the game. The game was rushed down the door. Teams were separated. The main lead director, who actually had like some structure of where the story would go, left.
The story is based on, they wanted to carry on after the events of 2001 Sonic Adventure 2. The reason why I said this is, I'm not counting Sonic Heroes, is because the whole era from 1998...
And also Shadow the Hedgehog. That doesn't count.
But the reason why I'm saying 1998 all the way to 2010, basically, is because this was the era of humans. That's when, from 1998 to 2010, that's when we had humans in the game at the exact same time.
Exactly.
2010 and onwards, that's when we go to Wisps, 100%.
That's when we went to Wisp. And post 2016 was the worst era for Sonic.
After Sonic Boom failed, TV show was good, but after Sonic Boom failed, ever since then everything went downhill. Apart from Sonic Prime's okay at the moment.
And also the movie.
The movie would have failed. The movie wouldn't fail. It wouldn't fail. It's just they lucky they changed it last second. They updated it.
They were lucky they actually changed the Sonic's model like last minute and actually bothered with the delay.
If they had two options, they could have kept the model, or they changed the model, done it before lockdown. This was before lockdown.
This was before lockdown, which was kind of poor strategy at them part.
Would have been postponed again. That means that the movie would have been postponed. They lucky they released it on Valentine's Day. I think it was Valentine's. Let me check. I can check research.
This was during, I believe, before COVID hit. So this was March or February. No, wait, March. Yeah, March. Or actually,
when did it come out? Oh yeah, the release date for the American version was on the 25th. I think it was Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah, it was before COVID.
Yeah.
Before that. And not to mention, like, also with Force is what happened.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. But the Americans had it a month early for us.
Yeah, exactly.
What else? Okay, here this Sonic Movie 3's already been confirmed.
Yes, we know it's going to feature Shadow. Let's just hope that...
The date's already confirmed. The movie's coming out... They've already set. The movie's already completed. It's already been done. There's no footage. No one's got footage of it. The movie's already set for basic 2024 and with the release date. It being December.
What?
It's coming out 2024 December. Forgot the date. It's already... December 20th, 2024. Everything's done. They're all set.
For December, man. But they're shooting them. Bear in mind, they're shooting themselves on the foot because the third Avatar film is coming out in December.
Yep. They're challenging for Avatar. That's what they're doing.
They're challenging for Avatar, regarded to a short film or a longer film.
But Jim Carrey's not in this movie. Remember, Jim Carrey's not in the third movie. He is already retired after the second movie, unless he's basically in the third movie as a cameo or something.
Yeah.
Because the third movie, it's not confirmed if Eggman's going to be in it.
We don't know.
But we don't know if it's going to be pushed as a we don't know if it's going to be confirmed if it's going to be 2001 Sonic Adventure 2. Well, it might be, but we don't know because at the starting of it, if you played okay, so you got the hero and if you played the Dark Side, at the starting of Dark Side's intro, you have Eggman releasing Shadow out of the yada yada. Basically, that there. Basically the starting of Sonic Heroes 2 when you're playing the dark side of it.
Dark side of it.
Yeah, so basically it might be Adventure 2, but then we still don't have.
Let's
the
hope.
One, and we still don't have Sonic CD.
Yes. Now, basically, what I'm trying to say is that I hope for Sonic 3 movie they actually fix Shadow, because a lot of you don't actually notice. The reason why I talked about the two writers is because post 2010, all the characters were butchered to their absolute core by these two useless goddamn writers before Ian Flynn took over from Frontiers. Yeah. Tails was a scary cat. Basically, man was a pussy. Like, man couldn't even, like, when Chaos showed up, man just... terrified and if man was legit scared. He didn't help Sonic at all. He didn't bother facing Chaos like Chaos Zero. Bear in mind, in Adventure 1, Tails faced a Chaos form.
Doesn't even get a level based on it.
Basically, he faced like Chaos 2. I believe he faced Chaos 2.
Let me check, because I have played the game twice. I'm just checking. So I have completed Sonic's side and Tails' side. I haven't completed the rest of the sides yet. Checking. See?
So I'm basically what exactly that is that Tails was so like mine was
at the basic count. Starting when Eggman's just basically
yeah, basically that. And basically what happened post like before 2010s, Tails legit in Adventure 2, he actually like Sonic actually was able to rely on Tails because bear in mind, Tails didn't like follow Sonic around all the time. He was able to like grow into like his own person, not relying on Sonic all the time. Like if like Sonic needed him to do something, he actually did it without hesitation. Like he would have been not scared to do it. But then post 2010s had to ruin everything. Had to ruin Tails. He was pushed into the cyanide, being a 20 whiny child, being such a puss that couldn't even like actually bother to actually face chaos himself. Not to mention someone.
They just basically check Tails' age and just put it as that.
Yeah.
Age 8.
Basically, the guys who actually, the two writers, actually only read the Wikipedia page of Sonic. But half of the time, like all the things that they read on the Wikipedia page, they actually totally forgot about it and just completely changed it. It's so funny. Is that pretty much Amy, Knuckles, Shadow was ruined. Just bear in mind, when it comes to comics, bear in mind, Shadow wasn't perfect in the comics.
That's why.
Like at all, because Sega had this rule that the comics writers needed to follow, which obviously I feel bad for Ian Flynn because he could have done like a better version of Shadow than what he could have done for like a comics. For the IW comics, like if Sega didn't had this rule for Shadow would have been perfect in the comics. And speaking of Shadow was so perfect in SA2, Heroes, and 06. Because he was the character writing on those 3 games for Shadow, perfection.
Now he's back to rivalry. He's now back to the rivalry for some reason.
Back to it. I hope that they can fix Shadow. I hope for the 3rd film they can fix Shadow back to where he was.
Sonic Prime. If you watch Sonic Prime season 2, what's coming out in July 16th, you can see what Shadow is like because we don't care. Sonic 2 Prime will just show you because it will be basically movie and Prime will basically be similar but different.
Yeah, exactly. So let's hope for the 3rd film they fix Shadow. They basically put back to where he was back in 06, SA2, and Heroes. His development.
There has to be more characters in Sonic Movie 3 because for some reason Sonic 1 was just Sonic. Sonic 2
was Tails, Knuckles.
Tails and Knuckles. 3rd movie. That has to be a most common. There has to be one character that everyone.
That has to be like more. People say that Rouge is gonna be in it. Amy's gonna be in it, but that's just speculation.
Even if we have both Amy and Rouge, then we know where it's going to continue from. It will be continuing from pushing Adventure 1 to Adventure 2 because it's going to be the arc for some reason. Because we know it's. Because at the ending of the movie, it talks about. If I can remember his name.
The post-credit scene. With the
It talks about yada yada. It talks about the bloody.
Project Shadow.
Yeah. Just who's the creator's name? Who's the bloody name? I just forgot. I don't want to research.
Oh, what was the name of one of the guys who talked about it?
Who is?
I believe it was kind of this officer guy who ruined the wedding, man. Yeah, talked about.
Harold Robotnik.
Yeah, Harold Robotnik, who worked on. who, if you guys know from SA2, worked on basically something called Project Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go over too much detail about it. There's like plenty of YouTube videos about history about Project Shadow. So if you guys want to look that
There's
up,
also
then
a
you can look
timeline based on Sonic, starting from Project Shadow all the way to present. If you want to watch that, that was in the BC of 1,600,752.
What?
It was like what? What it was in what the 10 billion BC? I think it was started from.
Wow.
Because they made
Jesus.
the one.
Oh my god. Oh, the Sonic timeline is kind of confusing. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm so confused why it started from that. I actually watched the whole video. I'm not joking.
Well, we do know the obviously Sonic 06 timeline was changed. There's obviously timeline A and timeline B. The timeline N is the start of 06, and the timeline B was the end of 06.
That's why anything from classic all the way to CD, classic all the way to Sonic 06 does not exist unless your name is called Sonic Mania and then mess up the timeline, or Sonic Generations where we just have it.
We just have it.
Yeah.
But obviously, let's just say, Sonic Generations didn't have much story to begin with.
Nah, it just started from Sonic's birthday all the way to
The final boss, and then the party resumes. That's all.
2013 though was actually so after Sonic Lost World. 2013 was when it came out, and that was basically Sega's last ever. And we don't know. Okay, 2013 is also known as, we don't know if this is canon or not, because after we don't know. Okay, Sonic Lost World, there is no news if it's canon or not from the Sonic universe.
Actually, yeah, it is.
We don't know if it is or not because, listen,
it is.
We know Sonic Generations is not canon for some reason, even though Sonic Lost World is canon, but has the starting of Sonic Generations ending. It's just so confused. I don't know if that makes it more convincing.
But I am so confused as much as you.
Yeah, you're confused of what I'm talking about. So basically, Sonic Generation is not counted as canon because of the universe of it being. It's just basically old levels in a modern universe, and then
and with classic Sonic.
Yeah, and Eggman's stuck in the void, the white void, and then Sonic Lost World kicks on with Eggman flying away with one of the. It's so confusing.
I am also so confused as you. How the hell he got out?
Yeah, and how it's confusing how how Sonic Colors links to Sonic Generations, and Generation links to Lost World, but Generations does not actually count as canon. It's so confusing.
It's so confusing. How is it possible that Eggman got out? Like, this was unexplained. It was unexplained, and we don't know if we're gonna have it explained. But obviously, Lost World era, that was actually kind of the worst era for like Sega and also Nintendo. Because when we talked about the Wii U, basically Sega had made a contract with Nintendo to have 3 other games, 3 upcoming titles that they're ever going to release, all made exclusive to the Wii U.
Yeah, after one of the games, after Sonic Lost World ended. 2014's it's actually nearly been 10 years for this show to be up
Yep.
Now. So 2014, after the contract, Sega's decided to make the new TV show Sonic Boom. We would also have Rise of the Lyric as its first game and Shattered Crystal both being out on the same day.
Exactly. But
3DS,
one for the Wii U. And it was a big flop for Sega. Because first of all,
the Boom TV show, success. First series was a success. Strange though that there was only 52 episodes and there wasn't 3 series.
I don't know. Like, I haven't watched Sonic Boom like TV show like whatsoever, so I have like absolutely no knowledge about it.
It's on Netflix. The first season's on Netflix.
I actually didn't have time to do it.
Because of after Cartoon Network had to terminate the thing, it got pushed to Boomerang. Simple.
Wow. But obviously, when it comes to his main title, Sonic Boom, let's just say the development of it was so. Let's just say the game was so bad. Because first of all,
okay, so
the game,
the graphics,
the graphics.
I'm gonna say this
because Sonic Boom was made on an engine that basically, okay, you explain.
So basically, imagine Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3.
Yes.
Basically that. They basically done like. It's basically For some reason, the gameplay for Sonic Boom did not turn out to be basically a normal thing. The game would have failed, but the graphics would have stayed basic. The name normal. 2013 and onwards. No, the graphics for some reason played out as a basic. Whatever bit it was going to be, a 30. No, it's not 30. A 6-bit experience of nothing. It's basically what? You're basically playing Lego Movie. It's basically the Lego Movie graphics.
Exactly. Because the engine that they used for Boom couldn't run on the Nintendo Wii U system. If it was other consoles, it would have ran. It would have ran on the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One or on PC if they actually didn't go with the contracts.
Because at that point, Xbox One would have been a year old, PlayStation 4 would have been a year old, and PC would have had not bad, but we would know PC would have been a bit struggle through graphic cards and
graphic cards, all that. Yeah. But because they had this stupid contract and they had to like release this title for the Wii U, it went terribly wrong, and Sega just didn't care.
Okay, here's one thing. If you go onto the Sonic YouTube channel, this trailer, Sonic Lost Lyric, I think it is, or it's Shattered Crystal, one of them. They turned out to be the most popular feud at 89 million views on their channel before the Mania one came out. Yeah, it was the most viewed video on their channel at 89 mil for the trailer of the Shattered Crystals. The game flopped immediately after it came out.
Yep, exactly.
Not joking. The whole. I think it's Rise Lyrics, but yeah. They promoted it on their channel, 89 million views. Everyone was so hyped for it.
Oh my god.
The game came out.
It was so bad. It was so bad. It failed.
Here it is. If the game did not fail, Sonic Boom would have still continued. Confirmed.
Like, it would have continued, but because Sonic Boom complete flopped.
Yeah. The only game that actually got successful was their final game.
Was their final game.
Their best version, and that was their end. That was their final game.
No more. And the contract expired, and they were able to push Sonic games now to other platforms. And that's why I believe Sega never went to do another contract again. If you do basically contracts,
Microsoft.
If you do back then, oh my god, this was learn a lesson. If you were a gaming company back then who actually did a contract with Nintendo, you were setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because the games that you were trying to make couldn't run in particular on the system. And bear in mind, we obviously know how Resident Evil 4 turned out amazing for the GameCube. But obviously right after Resident Evil 4, Capcom never, ever decided to do exclusives ever again.
Yeah, that's why Nintendo is basically, what is it, the second or third on the console wars.
Second.
Second, yeah. So that means Microsoft is third.
Oh my god. If you want to talk about Xbox, let's talk about Redfall. Bro, oh my god. Thank god I don't have an Xbox. Bro, oh my god. Like, Redfall. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know about Redfall. Other than that the game can't run 60 FPS on a console that was said to be the most powerful system ever. And legit, they decided to make a game that only took them. They had, I don't know if they only had like $3. $3 to make this.
That's not bad, actually good. That's good for them.
$3 in 3 days.
It's not bad. You can't moan about that. If that's only for $3, that's not bad.
As a budget. As a budget.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Just had to what? They had to just do copy and paste, and there you go. The game's done.
Bam, that's it.
They basically used printer money, and then you got the.
There you have your knowledge.
Yeah. That's basically yeah. But anyways, from onwards after 2017, everything went horribly wrong until 2020.
Until 2020. Basically, everything went horribly wrong for Sega. Forces flopped. Media was good.
Trailer, everyone was hyped for it. Trailer confirmed the release date immediately. Bad news, if anyone wants to know this, the bad news is Sega did not start the work of it.
Wow.
Work was only on the trailer.
The work was on the trailer.
They should have not confirmed the date. And they confirmed the date, and they didn't even start with the project. None of the gameplay was sorted yet. The only gameplay you would have saw was basically the starting level of it, and that was it. They haven't done like, any push forwards yet.
Yeah. That's why Forces flopped
The game,
for Sega.
Yeah, Sonic Forces basically take place after Sonic Mania because of like at the end of level. That's
after the end of the media story, that classic Sonic started to appear.
2017, the Phantom Ruby is still here.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, even with Sonic Frontiers, it's still got the Phantom Ruby, and that's it.
Which obviously we know what happened with Forces. The story was so garbage. It's so garbage. It still had the two writers. The two writers that we talked about.
We've had the Phantom Ruby for 6 years now, by the way.
What? Oh, wow.
In the Phantom Ruby era. In 2023.
I honestly can't believe it. Time flew by.
It's when the Phantom Ruby was made.
Jesus.
6 years in. We're half a decade and we're in the Phantom Ruby. But I forgot what the era we're actually in.
We're still at the meta era.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because we went from Classic Era,
Adventure Era, Dark Age Era.
Yeah.
And we're now on the Meta Era.
Since
2010.
Oh yeah, 2010. But we have that. We also got the Boom Era, and then we're in the Phantom. Now we could just say Phantom Ruby Era because we're in the Phantom Ruby.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
And next era is going to be the Prime Era.
The Prime Era.
We're actually in the Prime Era right now.
Yeah, we are. Oh wait.
The next season.
Yeah, because we actually are in the Prime Era because Sonic has gone back. Basically, redemption was earned. It technically, like, Prime Era actually kind of rhymes because Sonic Frontiers actually redeemed Sonic a bit.
Why they go back to Classic?
Wait, what?
So, Sonic Frontiers was their their latest game. Sonic Frontiers was their latest game. Now, pushed for some reason, Sega saying let's not just wait a couple more years until we get our next game. Let's just say let's get a classic game out immediately. Why?
Don't know.
Is it gonna be canon, or is it just gonna be like All Star Racing and Generations as an example?
Yep. We'll just see.
I tell you, imagine it just takes place after 1996.
1996. Oh Jesus.
Because of the. Wait, actually might. because
Yeah.
with the intro with the gameplay of it, it's just because Sonic gets confused of why is he going into modern and then back to classic, and he just shrugs his shoulders saying why not, then it just goes forward. It might be continue after 1996
Wow.
because 1996 was the it was basically the Sonic Fighters.
Oh yeah,
It was a
no, that
replacement
kind of
of
works.
Sonic Extreme, what got cancelled because of
Because of rush deadlines.
yeah, and that's why the game was replaced, and it was replaced with Sonic 3D Blast,
With
then Sonic Adventure.
yep,
Actually hit big.
yeah, but obviously that didn't save its system that it was on.
Yeah,
Because back then Sega used to make consoles. They were apart with Nintendo. They were in competition with Nintendo. But unfortunately, Sega didn't have that much success.
yeah,
Instead of Nintendo was able to succeed, was able to overthrow Sega, but
Yep.
Sega had like no idea what they wanted their consoles to be next. They had basically
Yeah.
had no idea about their oncoming consoles.
yeah. After Sonic Adventure 2, Dreamcast automatically
Flopped.
went down and effed, and Sega went into bankruptcy basically. So they had to
Yep.
turn into a third party member.
They had to like turn into a third party
What
member.
they did next with their console, they didn't trash the console, they didn't throw it away. What they did is they went to Microsoft and put one of their pieces into the original Xbox.
Wow.
Hardware, the Windows hardware also had some Dreamcast bits into the original Xbox.
Wow. Kind of
So
impressive.
basically, yeah, Microsoft's been working with Sega ever since 2001.
Yep.
They're not partners.
They're not partners because obviously we know.
They are still work, but they have both agreed on their next
Like-
upcoming thing for 2026.
Like, bear in mind, things would have went differently for Sega. We all know this. We could have known that if Sega actually thought of something like to make a better console, they would have still be in the console competition with the others. But unfortunately, due to they had no idea, and obviously when doing the E3 when they first revealed the Dreamcast being so expensive compared to the PlayStation 1, which was like $299 like dollars.
Yeah. The reason why the PlayStation 1 and the Dreamcast look similar is because Sega went off with so PlayStation 100% left them. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why the PlayStation looks like
Like I said,
Dreamcast.
like exactly that. And that's why, and compared to that, and right after that, Sony won. Like Sony beat Sega, and obviously they've got their consoles succeeded, and with Xbox ready to jump into the play, we know what happened.
That's when Sega helped out with Microsoft.
Yep.
With their first
And unfortunately, there would have been no room for Sega to work on their new
So
consoles.
they had two options. They could have won, They could have won, ended their company, and
Ended the company,
bankrupt.
went bankrupt, just like Atari did.
Yeah. Or they would have done what they actually are doing right now: a third-party member, who can still actually make games.
Yep, exactly. Which obviously that's what the redemption. That was one of the redemptions that Sega was able to receive.
That's why in 2003, after 2 years of their bankruptcy, Sega did accept some games that have Sonic in. So, as an example, Sonic Heroes was on the original Xbox and not on PlayStation
That's so surprising.
because of the works. That's why Sonic. And then when it got to 2010, when Xbox 360 went into their elite version, when they had the Kinect, for the first game, Nintendo didn't have any Sonic games until then. PlayStation didn't have any Sonic games until then. Microsoft, though, both Sega and Microsoft agreed to make a Kinect game. Being called, it was the was it the second or the third Sonic? What's the?
Oh, by the way, we actually are almost clocking in approximately 2 hours.
That's good. We can carry on from then. Yeah, what was it called? It was Sonic 2010. Yeah. Sega made 3 Sonic games.
And there are all.
And it was.
Yeah, they made all 3 Sonic games.
Sonic Free Riders. Sonic Free Riders.
But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, that was Sega and Microsoft's version of a Sonic game.
A Sonic game, which was an exclusive, and it totally flopped.
Flopped because of one segment.
Everything. Kinect. The Kinect was so bad.
That's why there were only 3. But also in 2010, what happened is, due to Sega, what they did is, because they were working with Microsoft at that point and gave out one of their games for free and only being on the Xbox, they also released every single classic game onto the Xbox, from Sonic 1 all the way to Sonic Adventure 2. And that was it. So when you go onto, if anyone has an Xbox like me, if you go onto the Microsoft store or go onto Microsoft and type in Sonic Adventure 1 or 2 or Sonic CD, it will say that the game has been released ever since 2010.
Wow.
The game's actually been out since 1993, 1998 and 2001. But it marks as 2010. That's when Microsoft and Sega confirmed to place on there.
Yeah.
That's why also in 2010, Sega and Microsoft also made the Sega Dreamcast collection. You can play Sonic Adventure 1, the collection, with 3 other Sega products. 3 other Sega games in the Xbox. That's why Sega and Microsoft basically good at these times.
Became partners, all that. Well then, anyway guys, we are about to wrap up this first episode of the podcast. If you guys did enjoy this first episode of the Chill Time podcast, and if you want to see more, make sure guys to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you never miss another video from me. And make sure guys, if we can get, like we said, if this video gets 5 likes, then I'll do a special episode of the Chill Time. There's only if 5 likes.
Sonic Edition.
Yeah, Sonic Edition.
Yeah.
But anyways, before I wrap this up, if you guys want a chance to be featured on the podcast, all you guys have to do is join my Discord server down in the description and type up your username on the Chill Time submissions, and I'll pick random person to be featured on the podcast. So we can talk with each other or anything that happened throughout your week and all that. Well then, but anyways, my fellow members of the OJ Army, that's been your boy and Ash, and as always, we will see you all next time. You got some peace out, my dudes.